the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Something we've only seen less than a...
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch Derek Carr grow as a pro. When he was a rookie, they tried to game plan around him so that he didn't have too much responsibility. Now, I don't think they can heap enough things on his shoulders because they know he can handle them.
Go, go, go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, a run with Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Let's go. 10 logo. 58, come on. Hey, defense, left on.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. Ready to go. Ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. There you see the starters defensively for Jacksonville. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Looking long for Westbrook. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Here's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Now a give coming right is Breida. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Here comes the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Breida. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Rudolph. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. From the red zone now, Rudolph. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Rudolph again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. End zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, sit up. 3 down, 3 down. Shoot.
Rudolph. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
2nd and 5 now. Rudolph. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So out come the Raiders. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Carr, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Breida.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
Now Rudolph on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rudolph going to throw again. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Ready up. Go.
Mike, 58, right there. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hit it.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Chicago Bears doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he completes it to Westbrook. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rudolph. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. That ball complete to Isabella. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Rudolph now to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Maurice Hurst breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Rudolph. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Breida. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go to Barkley again. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a carry for Jacobs, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch quick. Watch
On the handoff, this is Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to Grant, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys. Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Check down to Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage. No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line. Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Carr.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Carr to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll run it again with Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Rudolph on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Andy Isabella, 67 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try it again on second down. Staying on his feet. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Time to go, night-night. They got tight left. Hey,
On first down, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
On 2nd down now. Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They come out here in the eye.
Mike 50. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And they will throw it here with Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They go counter with Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr will get this into the hands of Breida. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr, he's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's A.J. Cole now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't